I'm an Nick Schaefer.
Hi, my name is Austin Woodishek, and we're implementation analysts here at Baker Hill.
When I first started at Baker Hill, it was really the culture. Everyone, from first day, people would introduce themselves, tell me what their role was, what they, if I had any questions. So I really felt at home from the very first day.
So at Baker Hill, the implementation analysts are split into two different categories. We have the database IAs, and then we have the configuration IAs. And really the only difference there is there's a little bit more technical knowledge when it comes to the database IAs and how they configure the databases, whereas the configuration IAs are going to be really hands-on with the client through the UAT phase, which is going to be more of our project issues and making sure that the client is getting through the necessary issues that they're having in their system.
So I began working with clients really after the deal is signed. We are there, in the pre-build calls with the project managers. We're there to take in all the information. So when we do really get involved, when we're getting into our actual build process, we have all the background information.
I work with clients constantly to get information out of their core database. And then whether their core is Jack Henry, Fiserv, DNA, I'm going to be the heavy lifter when it kind of comes to that as a database IA.
So a typical day really would consist of a large portion of being on calls, directly working with the client. Another big chunk would be, actually, sitting down and working and configuring those databases based upon those calls and previous calls. Another smaller portion that we would have would be working with other colleagues. If they have an issue, an area they may not have that expertise in, sharing of knowledge to really give a team cohesiveness. I like to spend a good portion of my day making sure that we are getting these tasks completed.
Software is one of those things in general where there's going to be things that happen. Adversity is going to strike. There's going to be problems with the database. There's going to be problems that arise when, in project issues and stuff. But the one thing is to stay patient and talk through it. So communication is going to be your biggest avenue of strength here at Baker Hill. That communication between the client, the project manager, and really your team members. As long as you stay patient and you communicate accordingly, you're going to be fine.
I think the thing that's helped me the most being an implementation analyst is just my background with technology in general. I come from, my elementary school is very IT focused, so I've been playing around with PowerPoint all the way to my college education, and really just continuing education. Always being upfront, learning about the new technology, what's out there, what are the most efficient ways to get things accomplished.
There's so many different things that I've learned while doing this role, but I will say coming from a developer position, what I did before, I was more of heads down, really just kind of stuck in the code and the backlog, and didn't really have a whole lot of opportunities to talk to people besides those that were directly on my team. Baker Hill gave me that avenue of being able to be a little bit more client-facing, understanding the talking and understanding how clients work and what we can do for them, on a daily basis to make sure that they're happy. Obviously that there's, sometimes that there's going to be adversity striking and everything, and Baker Hill really gave me an opportunity to learn how to handle those tough situations and how to make sure that a client is successful in the end.
Yeah, anyone who's interested in being an implementation analyst, this is the advice that I would give them. Each institution has specific needs, specific wants of what they want out of NextGen. So just being able to be versatile, to be always willing to learn, to just really listen to the needs and wants of the client.
As an IA role here, you don't need to have banking knowledge. The banking knowledge will come because we have so many different avenues and resources that are provided here at Baker Hill, like Banking 101. That's what I did when I first got here, and it really helped me along the way. And even still now, I'm still learning banking knowledge, and it's going to come eventually, and I'm really excited to learn more from clients and team members along the way.
The most rewarding aspect of what I do is just at the end of the project and seeing how these institutions, these clients use NextGen and how it really helps them for their day-to-day jobs. And I'm just really proud that we're able to provide such a great product for them.